Hello and welcome back to OUA Baseball here at the Ottawa Ballpark on beautiful Coventry Road. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being with us. Second game of the day here for the Ravens. They take on the Queens Gaels after defeating the Ottawa GGs earlier this morning. Cohen Rose-Radunsky gets the start for the Ravens, wearing their all whites today. Gaels in town. This is the first game they are playing here in the OUA Regionals. And it's Sean Skorupski leading things off for the Gaels. Right-handed hitter's going to step in and immediately step out again. Now back in. Umpire says play ball, and we're ready to go. First pitch from Rose-Radunsky. Fastball just off the plate away. The 1-0. That's up above the zone for ball two. Skorupski, 15 of 39 on the season. That's good for a .385 average. OBP approaching 500. Swings and misses at that one. 2 balls and 1 strike on Skorupski. Ravens lineup very similar to the lineup in game one. Field running in is Delfatti. He's under it, he makes the catch. So why not start with him? It's Delfatti in right, Sahadeo in center, and Braden Bolt in left. And on the infield, Fournier, Blamauer, Murpaugh, and Carter Smith. Exact same as in game one. And Quint McRae behind the plate. Rose-Radunsky retires the first batter. Now it's going to be Clark Needles at the plate. First pitch. Taken just above the zone for ball one. The 1-0. He lines that one into left field for a base hit. That's down in front of Braden Bolt. He fields it on a hop and throws it back in. So a 1-out single gets things going for the Gaels. First pitch to Jonah Brotman is fouled back behind the plate. Brotman is 12 of 36 in OUA action this year. Takes that for a strike. Rose-Radunsky out ahead 0-2. Rose-Radunsky coming into this game. Pitched 12 2/3 innings on the year. Allowed 8 earned runs, struck out 12. One away here in the top of the first. High above the zone, Brotman takes it for a ball. Clark Needles still the runner at first. The pitch. Leans over and grounds that one to short. On to second for one, over to first, not in time, and that throw gets away and into the dugout. So, fielder's choice by Jonah Brotman. He's going to advance to second on an errant throw from Eric Blamauer, or pardon me, from Dylan Murpaugh. So, 2 away for the Gaels, but they now have a runner in scoring position. It's going to be Benjamin Snyder at the plate. First pitch. Dropped in there. Nice pitch from Rose Rudunsky. Ahead with a first pitch strike to Snyder. The 0-1. Low, and a good job blocking that, Quentin McRae. Pitch taken for a strike. Snyder's not happy about it. One ball and 2 strikes. Rose Rudunsky has a look at second. Now the throw home. That was blown away for ball 2. Two and 2, Murpaugh thinks it'll move towards second. No pickoff on though. That one's bounced away. So from 1 and 2 to 3 and 2. Nice job by Benjamin Snyder, working himself back in this count. He waits for the payoff pitch. Rose Rudunsky gets the sign. Here's the delivery. That's fouled back over the screen, out of play. So, new ball for Rose Rudunsky. Snyder steps out. Takes a quick little lap around. Now back in for another 3-2. That one is lined into center field. Ranging back is Sahadeo. He's under it. He's got it. He makes the catch. So a nice job by the Ravens to control that Clark Needles single. He's stranded at second. Or rather replaced by Jonah Brotman, who is stranded at second. And now the Ravens will have a chance to bat in the home half of the first. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being with us. Be back with that home half in just a second. Welcome back. Still early in this one. Bottom of the first about to get underway at the Ottawa Ballpark. Gaels and Ravens, and it's going to be Andrew Sahadeo leading things off for the Ravens. He was leading off in the last game as well. He went 2 for 5, struck out twice. First pitch in there for a strike. Brett James on the mound for Queens. Pitched 15 2/3 innings this year. Pitched himself to a 4.02 ERA. With 19 strikeouts and only 5 walks. This pitch is fouled out of play. It'll be 1-2 on Sahadeo. The righty James against the lefty Sahadeo. The pitch. Ooh, in, it hit him. All right, Sahadeo wears one for the team, and he's aboard to start things off for the Ravens. Brings Eric Blamauer to the plate. 0 for 4 with a walk in the earlier game where the Ravens took down the GG 7-2. First pitch, swing and a miss. Tried to jump on that 0-0 fastball, but he swung right through it. And James is ahead. The 0-1. That's high above the zone for a ball. Runner at first, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. 1-1. Another swing and a miss. Two fastballs swung through by Blamauer. He's going to choke up and get ready for the 1-2. The pitch. Strike 3 called, bottom of the zone. Nice pitch from James. Down on strike goes Blamauer. And the Queens dugout, which is always a little bit rowdy. They're already excited in this one. Now it's Carter Smith. Once again playing first base. He grounds that one to second. On to second for 1. Throw on to first. Double play. Nicely done by the Gaels. So Andrew Sahadeo hit by a pitch, but that's all the Ravens can summon in the bottom of the first. Score remains 0-0. I'll be back with the top of the second in just a second. Welcome back. The game's still barely beginning between the Gaels and the Ravens. Score is 0-0 as we enter the top of the second. Queens in town to play both Ottawa teams. They will play the GGs later in the afternoon in this round robin. Carleton took down the GGs earlier. Now they play Queens, and this is to decide seeding for tomorrow's ultimate OUA East Regional deciders. The plate now is Owen Sartor. He takes a breaking ball for a strike. And he takes one below the zone for ball one. That one is lined hard, but foul. Out of play, third base side. Sartor on the season is 11 of 24. 458 average, and his on base is close to 600. One home run for him on the season, 10 ribbies. The pitch. It's taken low and away. Even the count at 2-2. Sartor playing second base was part of the nice double play that ended the Ravens' bottom of the first. 2-2. Take, and ooh, good take. Ball just a little bit above the zone. So Sartor finds himself in a full count as he leads off this top of the second. Payoff pitch. Up and away, ball four. Sartor works the walk. And Queens has their second base runner of the game. Jack Angel, left-handed hitter, steps in against the righty Rose Radunsky. First pitch. Strike. Very well-placed pitch by Rose Radunsky. Away at the knees. Angel is 8 of 22 on the season. 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Throw over to first, back in plenty of time. The 0-1. Check swing. Pulls it back, and that's low for a ball. One and one on the left fielder, Angel. The pitch. Ooh, that's called a ball. Looked like it caught a chunk of the outside corner, but I guess not. And so it'll be 2-1. Here's the pitch. That one's bounced in low. Nice block by McCray. Keep a ball in the dirt from causing any more trouble. Three and one on Angel. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball four. So, second free pass in a row to start this inning by Rose Radunsky. And now Quentin McCray is going to come out and have a little chat with his starter. Discuss how they want to approach this inning. This is the third time these two teams have played each other this year. The first two times were, well, they were lopsided. Queens took the first one 14-0 and the second 15-3. Ravens certainly hoping for better luck today. Now in is Patrick O'Sullivan. First pitch is up and in to him. And the heckles are coming in from the Queens dugout. This is a loud bunch. It was the same during the doubleheader earlier in the season. When they get guys on and when their guys are playing well, it's hard to keep them quiet. Another pitch taken for a ball. Two-0 to O'Sullivan. There's a strike. Dropped in there by Rose Radunsky. The 2-1 offering. That one is chopped over towards second. Ranging over is the first baseman Smith. Only plays to first. Nice job by Rose Radunsky covering. So a fielder's choice, and that'll advance the runners to second and third. Brett Hardy steps to the plate for Queens. And what's happening here? Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a discussion between manager, the pitching coach, and the pitcher. Infield's going to come in here. This is a tricky spot with Hardy coming to the plate. Runners at second and third. Force is not in order. Strikeout or something hit softly in the infield. That is what Rose Radunsky needs right now. Hardy is 4 of 15 on the year. Three RBIs, 6 walks. Perhaps most impressively, has yet to strike out this season. .267 average for him. Hitting 7th and catching. Steps in. And the first pitch is bounced in, blocked by McRae. Good job keeping that ball in front of him with a runner on third. .1-0. That's high above the zone, ball 2. .2-0. Nice fastball for a strike. One out here in the top of the second, still no runs, though there are 2 runners in scoring position. That pitch is grounded foul, first base side, into the Queens dugout. And so Rose Radunsky, after falling behind, throwing 2 balls to start the at-bat, recovers, and the count is now even. A strikeout here would be huge. Allow the Ravens to get out of the inning with only 1 more out. Swing and a miss. Great pitch by Rose Radunsky. Down goes Hardy. And now only 1 more out is needed to get out of this tricky spot. Colby Wilhelm steps in, the 9-hitter. Playing shortstop. First pitch. And that one is popped up foul, back out of play. In behind the Ravens dugout, and it takes a convenient bounce off the seats. Going to head right back towards the dugout. So ahead 0-1 is Rose Radunsky. Trying to get out of this inning unscathed. The pitch. That one is hit hard into right field. Running in is Delfatti. He's not going to make it. The ball gets down. Oh, and it gets past him. On to second goes Wilhelm. So a 2 RBI single. That'll score the first 2 runs of the ball game. Wilhelm hits a single and advances to second after that ball skipped over the glove of Eric Delfatti, trying to field it on the bounce. So Sean Skorupski, he stands in ready for his second at-bat. He flew out to right field his first time up. Now he comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position. 2-0 Gaels and 2 away. First pitch is low and away from the right-handed hitter. Time called, home plate umpire. So we'll take a step back. Everybody take a deep breath. Now we're ready to play again. The 1-0 offering. Just below the zone for a ball. Here's the 2-0. That one's bounced in. Again, another nice block from McCray. Wilhelm was halfway to third. Thought about continuing going, but McCray just keeps it on the ground in front of him. Now it's 3-0 on the center fielder, Skorupski. The pitch. Low, ball 4. So the 3rd walk of the inning for Rose Radomski. That allows Clark Needles to come back to the plate. He hit a single his first time up. Needles now with runners at first and second. 2 out here. First pitch. In there for a strike. So after the 4-pitch walk, Rose Radomski gets ahead. Pitch here. Dropped in for a strike. So an 0-2 on Clark Needles. Strike away from putting an end to this 2-run Queens top of the second. Here's the pitch. That one is grounded softly to short. Blamar's got it. He goes the short way to second, and the inning is over. So the Gaels score 2. Some nice defense by the Ravens. They're able to limit it to just that. Ravens half of the second coming up in just a little bit. My name is Alex Scott. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Gaels Ravens here in the nation's capital, where it is getting hotter by the second. Up here in the last row of the Ottawa ballpark. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being with us. Thomas Fournier coming to the plate for the Ravens. He takes a big looping curveball above the zone for ball one. Brett James still pitching for the Gaels. Throws a fastball in for a strike. And the 1-1. That one's fouled back over the screen, out of play. Fournier is playing third in this game, just as he was earlier. Against the GGs, he went 1 for 5. Good take on a breaking ball low. That'll even the count at 2-2. Fournier, Balt, and Delfatti is the order for the Ravens in this one. That one is grounded over to short. Colby Wilhelm has it. Throws on to first. And is just in time to get Fournier. So a grounder to short, and that brings Braden Bolt to the plate. Score is 2-0 Gaels here in the bottom of the second. Those 2 runs came in the top half of this frame. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball from James, in for a strike. This time the breaking ball, but it's again in for a strike. Quickly ahead, 0-2. Braden Bolt, who went 1 for 5 in the early game, struck out twice. The pitch. Strike 3 looking. Tremendous fastball from Brett James. He gets Braden Bolt to go down on strikes. And while I don't have a radar gun or anything up here, but just from looking at him, I mean, James is certainly one of the hardest, or harder, I should say, throwing pitchers that we've seen today. A lot of juice on the fastball. Delfatti lines that one into center field, ranging over is Skorupski. He makes the catch. And a superbly quick 1-2-3 inning for the Gaels. In the blink of an eye, they are able to get Fournier, Bolt, and Delfatti, and they will bring their bats back up for the top of the third. My name is Alex Scott. I'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back to the Ottawa ballpark. A little bit of October baseball for you between the Carleton Ravens and the Queens Gaels. Gaels have the lead 2-0. They are also at the bat. Top of the third just about to start here. Jonah Brotman going to lead things off for the Gaels. Cohen Rose-Radunsky back out for his third inning of work. Last time the Gaels were batting, they were able to plate 2. An RBI single from Colby Wilhelm. First pitch above the zone for ball 1. And those 2 RBIs are the only runs so far in this game. Brotman, Snyder, and Owen Sartor due up for the Gaels. 1-0 is fouled back. Now the 1-1 to Brotman. That one is grounded hard over to short. Blamauer's got it. He spins. He fires. Great play, Eric Blamauer. Little razzle-dazzle over behind second base. Slick fielding there. On the run. Casual grab. Little pirouette. Throws a strike onto first. Great play by him. We'll bring Benjamin Snyder to the plate. 1 out for the Gaels. He lays down the bunt, and it's a good one. Over to third. Fournier barehand throws it. Oh! A spectacular play, back to back. This left side of the infield is stunting on the Gaels. That was like an Alex Rodriguez or a Manny Machado type play from Thomas Fournier. Barehand, and then leaning over is able to make a great throw to first. First strike there on Owen Sartor. 2 really nice plays here in the inning. That pitch is lined through into center field for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Owen Sartor. Rozardunski, I don't know if he took a little bit of a stumble while he threw. I didn't see that at the time, but he was sort of chilling, hanging out on the ground. So I'm assuming he maybe lost his balance on the follow through, but he looks to be okay. First pitch is low to Jack Angel. Now with the runner aboard. Angel walked his first time up. There's a strike. Nice fastball from Rozardunski. Count is now 1-1. Timeout called. A little bit of a break. Angel's going to take a moment, step back in, tap home plate. We're ready to rock and roll with the 1-1. Runner going. Ball is low. McRae can't get rid of it, so he eats it. Runner gets to second without a throw, and there's now 2 balls and 1 strike on the left fielder. Glance over at second, and now the pitch home. That's outside, ball 3. Here's the pitch. Strike called. Angel, he'd already turned his back and heading down to first. He turns back, he says to the umpire, "My bad, I apologize." Never want to get on the bad side of the home plate umpire, especially when it's only the 3rd inning. Long way to go in this one. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled back up and out of play. So another full count pitch is coming up. Queens trying to put together a little 2-out rally here. The 3-2. Inside. This time it really is ball 4. Angel takes his base. That's the second walk of the game. Brings the 7-hitter, Patrick O'Sullivan, to the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Nothing and nothing. He fouls that one over the screen behind the third base dugout. It's going to land harmlessly in amongst the seats. Fastball for a strike. Now it'll be 0-2 on O'Sullivan. Batting with a runner at first, a runner at second, and 2 away. 2-0 Gaels here in their half of the third inning. Rose Radunsky. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. So the 2-out rally comes to nothing. And after a couple slick plays on the left side of the infield by Eric Blamauer and Thomas Fournier, the Ravens are able to put together a nice defensive inning and get out of it without allowing a run. So they bat next, bottom of the third. Coming up, my name is Alex Scott. Be back with you in just a second. We're back, bottom of the third. Brett James looking to continue what has been a superb pitching performance for him so far. Through 2, he has faced the minimum, has yet to allow a hit. Only base runner came on the first batter of the game, whom he hit with a pitch. Since then, though, spotless. Was even able to get a double play to erase that runner. First pitch taken for a strike by Jordan Cruz. He went 2 for 4 with a walk and a double in the early game. Low and away, it gets past the catcher, but with nobody on. That's a harmless infraction. That'll even the count at 1-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1-2 on Cruz. It's Cruz, McRae, and Murpaugh due up in this inning, 7-8-9. That pitch is above the zone. Ooh, it tried to frame it. Did Brett Hardy, wasn't able to do it. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Cruz. And a strikeout. Start the inning. Quentin McRae now comes up. Did not play in the early game. The only Raven in the lineup in this one who did not see action earlier. He's playing catcher. He fouls that one high up back behind the screen. That's going to bounce its way over to the concourse level. So a strike on Quentin McRae. Low and inside. 1-1 on McRae. Check swing, called for a strike. Now 1-2 on the Ravens catcher. Here's the pitch. Got him, strike 3. Another great fastball from Brett Hardy. Pardon me, from Brett James. The Brett and Brett battery has me confused. Dylan Murpaugh now, 2 away. Swings at the first pitch and he pops that one up into left field. Running in hard is Jack Angel. He's under it, he's got it. He makes the catch, so yet another quick 1-2-3 inning. Brett James' solid outing continues. Now his guys have the chance to bat in the top of the 4th. My name is Alex Scott. I'll have that top of the 4th for you in just a moment. Welcome back. OUA East Regionals, second game of the day, second game of the round robin that will decide seeding for the semi and final tomorrow. Brett Hardy steps in for his second appearance, struck out his first time up. Cohen Rose-Radunsky out for his 4th inning of work as the starter for the Ravens. First pitch is taken away from the left-handed hitter for ball 1. A lot of traffic on the base path so far for Queens, but so far have only been able to get 2 runs across. Swing and a miss at that one, 1-1. Rose-Radunsky has walked 4 batters so far in this game. Getting that under control is going to be huge as he tries to keep the Gaels lead to just 2. That one is lined into center field. A low scooping swing, but it's enough for a single. That pitch was well below the zone, but Hardy leans over and sort of scoops it out into center field. Leadoff base hit for him. Colby Wilhelm now. He's responsible for the 2 Queens runs, 2 RBIs on a single E hit. Now with a runner on and nobody out. First pitch is up and in, ball 1. Throw over to first, back in plenty of time, is Hardy. So the way this round robin works is there are 3 teams. They will all play each other once. The 1 seed has an automatic bye to the final. The 2 and 3 seeds will play each other in the morning tomorrow. That one is chopped through into right field. Base hit. Runner's going to stop at second. So it's Hardy at second and Wilhelm at first. He has his second single. 2 aboard for Queens, still nobody out. On a ground ball that was about as perfectly placed as you could ask for. Between the first baseman Carter Smith and the second baseman Dylan Murpaugh. If Carleton wins this game, they would secure the first seed. Otherwise, it would depend on the result of Queens GG's. Sean Skorupski now up. Showing bunt, but he fouls it off. And that's big for the Ravens defense. A little clue as to what the plan is. Strike on Skorupski. See if they want to bring the infield in a little bit. Keep these runners from moving over. The 0-1. Bunt again. This one down the first base line. Smith runs down and fields it and throws it over. Murpaugh covers. So, a well-executed sacrifice by Sean Skorupski. That allows the runners to advance to second and third. 1 out on Queens. Double play not in order. And they threaten now. Runners at second and third, 1 out. It's Clark Needles at the plate. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Needles 1 for 2 in this game. Hit a single his first time up. Here's the 0-1 on him. Inside. Did it hit him? Oh, I believe a balk was called on Cohen Rozwadowski. Rozwadowski's asking for an explanation. Didn't look like a particularly funky motion or anything, and he didn't step off, but balk is called. That'll score a runner. Also advance the runner at second to third. That was interesting. Now the pitch, and that one is hit hard into center field. Running back is Sahadeo, though. He's under it. He's got room. He makes the catch plenty deep enough, however, to score the runner from third. So a second run comes across. It's now 4-0 Queens. Base is empty, 2 away. That ball was hit hard. Sent Sahadeo running back, but too much loft under it. It hung up for him out in center. It's a strike on Jonah Brotman. There's another strike. So ahead 0-2 is Rozwadowski. That one's bounced in. Looking to retire Queen's third baseman and end this inning. That one is grounded over to second. Murpaugh running over. Ooh, it gets through into right field. Tricky play ranging to his left. It's under the glove of Murpaugh. Now designated hitter Benjamin Snyder comes to the plate. Snyder is 0 for 2. He has flown out. He is grounded out. Now with a runner on first as Queens tries to extend this productive inning. Strike on the first pitch. McRae got up in a hurry after getting that one. Looked like he maybe wanted to make the throw down to first to Carter Smith. He hangs on to it. It's now 0-1. Runner going. That one's bounced in. No chance for McRae to make the throw. Some nice running from Brotman and a little bit of good luck as he chose to go on the pitch that was bounced in the dirt in front of McRae. Was never going to have time to make that throw. The 1-1. That one is also low. Ball 2. Two singles started the inning for Queens. Then a run was balked in. Then a run was cashed on a sac fly. Swing, foul, third base side. Over to the third base coach. The pitch. Low and away. Ball 3. Full count, 2 away. Top of the third. Pardon me, top of the fourth. Snyder at the dish. Rose Radunsky looking to put him away. Payoff pitch. Hit foul behind the screen. First base side. Well up and out of play. Snyder fights to stay alive there. We'll go again here with another full count. Oh, time called. Radunsky had already started his motion, but time called. Oh, and I believe what happened is a fan attempting to be helpful went to throw that ball back onto the field that had fouled out of play, and it landed right over fair territory near first base. So good job spotting that and calling time. Don't want any tripping hazards over at the bag. Payoff pitch again. That one is grounded hard. Blamauer past him. That'll score a run. Single up the middle. Third Queens run of the inning. They now lead 5-0. Benjamin Snyder, a clutch base hit there. It's a nice attempt by Blamauer. He laid out for it, but it was unfortunately out of his reach. It appears we may be seeing the end of the day for Cohen Rose Radunsky. Manager is out and takes the ball. So, pitching change. We're going to let the new guy get warmed up. And I'll be back with the remainder of this inning, still looking for the third out of this top of the fourth. Gaels have the lead 5-0. I'll be back once we're settled in with a new pitcher in just a second. Welcome back. Top four still here at the Ottawa Ballpark. 2 away on the Gaels, who've put together a 3-run inning. They have the lead 5-0. My name is Alex Scott. New guy, Mike Milross, on the mound for the Ravens, taking over from Cohen Rose-Radunsky. The runner at first, still the responsibility of Rose-Radunsky. And it's Owen Sartor at bat. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Snyder taking a lead off first. Milross looks over. Pitch home. In there for a strike, so ahead 0-2. One strike away from putting an end to this inning and allowing the Ravens to get their bats to work as they try to claw back from this 5-0 lead. See if the runner wants to go here. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Nice job by Mike Milross coming in and striking out the first batter he sees. And that puts an end to the top of the 4th. Gaels are able to get 3 across. Ravens have a chance to respond in just a second. Bottom of the 4th. My name is Alex Scott. Be back with that bottom of the 4th in just a second. Welcome back. Home half of the 4th, just about to get started. Brett James still on the mound for Queens, and he has still faced the minimum. Andrew Sahadeo coming to the plate. He's the only base runner for the Ravens so far. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Trying to do something about the 5-0 deficit his team is facing. He, Eric Blamauer, and Carter Smith do up. He swings at the first pitch and fouls that one, chops it over the screen. Step back in and wait for the 0-1. The pitch. Swings and grounds that one to second. Owen Sartor has it, throws it on to first, 1 away. Another quick out for Brett James. First pitch to Eric Blamauer, taken low for a ball. And a fastball also taken for a ball. So, a couple good takes from Blamauer. The 2-0. Taken for a strike. Blamauer struck out his first time up. Doesn't have a hit in either of today's games. Looking to change that. Takes another strike right at the knees. Here's the 2-2. That one is hit hard to second, but Sartor has it. Go on to first. Gets the out. So 2 straight grounders to second. That'll bring Carter Smith to the plate. Presenting the last hope for the Ravens here in the bottom of the 4th. Still pitch is taken there for a strike, top of the zone. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Carter Smith in a hole early. Here's the pitch. Sends that one out to center field. Running back is Skorupski. He's under it. He makes the catch. And stop me if you heard this one before. A quick 1-2-3 inning by Brett James. Ravens 1-2-3 hitters go down in that order. That'll bring the Gaels back up to bat. Top of the 5th, coming up in just a second. Don't go anywhere. It's the top of the 5th here at the Ottawa Ballpark. Nice hot day, especially for October. Ravens hoping their bats can heat up as they trail 5-0 to the Queens Gaels. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being here. Right now it's Queens up to bat. Mike Milross on the mound for the Ravens. He came in to close out the top of the 4th. Did a nice job, got himself a strikeout. Now he faces Jack Angel, who has walked twice so far, both those times off Cohen Rozardunski, the starter today for Carleton. Grounds the first pitch. Nice play by Carter Smith at first. Steps on the bag. Quick first out. Final line on Cohen Rozardunski. Pitched 3 2/3 innings. Gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. Struck out 2 and walked 4. Now we're having a, not sure what the frustration is, but we're having a chat between the Carleton manager and the home plate umpire. Not sure what the point of contention is, but it like there was something, a little bit of friction there. In any case, first pitch dropped in, breaking ball for a strike to Patrick O'Sullivan. Sullivan reached on a fielder's choice his first time up and just struck out his second time. Here's the 0-1 on him. That one is hit hard but foul, third base side. Down 0-2. Well, Ross would like to make like his counterpart Brett James and get himself a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch, and that one is grounded hard through, and I jinxed him. Apologies to Mike Milross. There's a single up the middle. That brings the catcher Brett Hardy up. He has struck out and hit a single so far in this game. First pitch to him. That's up above the zone for a ball. Top of the 5th, 1 out. 5-0 Gaels. Scored 2 in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th. Looking to add on here. Low and away, ball 2. Here's the pitch. That's away, ball 3. See if Hardy has the green light here. He'll take it and try to get himself aboard. Keep the line moving for Colby Wilhelm, who's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs so far. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Looked like he was taken all the way. A strike on the board for Mike Milross. Here's the pitch. That's chopped foul. First base side. Carter Smith ranges in front of the first base coach to field that one. Protecting his, protecting the enemy. Good guy, Carter Smith. Now it's a full count on Brett Hardy. Payoff pitch. Here it is, runner going. That's fouled back out of play. So O'Sullivan will run back to first. Now the mind games begin. Do you throw a fastball to try and get the runner at second if he goes again? If you're the batter and you know that, do you sit on the fastball? Try to get something you can drive. Count still full. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That one is hit through into right field for a base hit. Runner hits the corner and heads for third. So, nice hit there for Brett Hardy. He stands at first and Patrick O'Sullivan stands at third. Colby Wilhelm. He's the shortstop, and he's 2 for 2 on the day. 2 RBIs already, primed for a third. With the runner standing 90 feet away at third. One out here. Double play still in order. If the Ravens can find it, get out of this inning. 5-0 Queens in the top of the 5th. The pitch. That one is hit hard right to Carter Smith. He fields it on to second for 1. No play back. So a run will score. They're able to get the runner as he heads for second. Colby Wilhelm will reach on a fielder's choice, and the lineup flips over. Brings Sean Skorupski back up for his 4th at-bat. 4th plate appearance, I should say, as he has walked. Laid down the sacrifice last time up, did a nice job, was able to get the runners from first and second to second and third, and they both ended up scoring. A balk and a sac fly. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike on him. And since that runner from third scored on that fielder's choice, the lead is now 6-0 for the Queens Gaels. Pitch. Low for a ball. 1-1. One and one on the center fielder. There's a strike. Good pitch on the outer part of the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. That one's bounced in for a ball. Due up for the Ravens, it's Fournier, Bolt, and Delfatti as they reach the bottom of the 5th. So another pitch is fouled back out of play by Skorupski. He's going to keep battling. Well, Ross is going to keep trying to put an end to this inning. Here's the pitch. That one is popped up, foul, well back out of play. Up into the second deck here at the Ottawa Ballpark. Sparsely populated, so no risk there. Here's the pitch. That one is hit hard again, also foul. Just trying to straighten out that swing. Looks like he's seeing the ball well, but out ahead of 2 straight pitches. And another 2-2 is coming up. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 3. So Skorupski battling in this one. Battles his way all the way into a full count. See what he can do here. Still 2 away. Ravens close to getting out of this. With only the 1 runner across. Here's the pitch. That was grounded hard to third. Fournier has it. Throw across the diamond over to first. And it is grabbed by Smith for the out. So that brings an end to the top of the 5th. Ravens are going to be up in a second. And I'll be back with that half of the inning in just a little bit. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being with us. Gaels 6, Ravens 0. Home half coming up. Welcome back, Gaels Ravens. Ravens looking to find something. So far they have had no luck against the starter, Brett James. He has been nails for the Gaels. And I didn't even mean to rhyme that, but I did. Sorry about that. Thomas Fournier at the plate. Only his 2nd at-bat of the day because Brett James has been so efficient. He has faced the minimum. First pitch taken low and away for a ball. Fournier grounded out to short his first time up. Trying to get himself aboard as the Ravens need to start clawing their way back in this one. Low and away, ball 2. Last few innings for Queens have been very quick on the pitching defense side of things. As Fournier fouls that one off, makes the count 2-1. 4 strikeouts so far through 4 for James. Another foul back, this time out of play. Back over the screen behind home plate. Count now even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. In there, got him. Drops the breaking ball in on Thomas Fournier. 5th strikeout of the day for Brett James. Braden Bolt comes up. Struck out his first time up. First pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a hard cut from Bolt. Fastball on the outer part of the plate. We'll quickly step back in. Here is the 0-1. Whoa, way too high. Looked like it slipped out of his hand. Or it was the craziest eephus attempt I've ever seen. That one was about 6 feet over the head of home plate umpire Paul Giles. Call that a waste pitch. And a fastball taken below the zone. So 2-1 on Bolt. Taken low and away, ball 3. (3-1) offering. The windup. That one is grounded hard over to third. Got it as Brotman. Throws it over to first. And he gets Bolt by a step. Eric Delfatti. He will now step to the plate. Flew out to center his first time up. Trying to find something, anything against Brett James. First pitch fastball for a strike. Oh, and 1. That one is hit hard and caught. Oh, out in left field. That ball was struck hard, but Jack Angel is able to run over and make the play. So Brett James still faced the minimum. Another 1-2-3 inning for him. Queens will come to bat in the top of the 6th. They have the lead 6-0. Be back with that in just a little bit. My name is Alex Scott. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Ottawa Ballpark, where the visiting Gaels are in complete control. 6-0 against the home Carleton Ravens. Mike Milross back out. He has pitched 1 1/3 innings so far, giving up 1 earned run. He faces Clark Needles above the zone for ball 1. That one is popped up into foul territory over towards the cages in right field. 1-1 on Needles. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. Needles so far in this game has hit a single. He's grounded out to short. He was able to hit a sacrifice fly out to deep center. Score a run. Takes a strike there. Now 2 on him and 2 balls as well. Here's the pitch. He got him. Strike 3 called on a low fastball. Mike Milross gets the K. So, 1 away, nobody on. Jonah Brotman at the dish. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first and an error. Most recent time up. Up above the zone, ball 1. (1-0). That also misses up. 2-0. Nobody aboard, 1 out. 6-0 Gaels. You're still looking to add on. Run up the score a little bit. Swing and a miss. Taken off the plate for a ball, 3-1. Brotman waits. Here's the pitch. That one is popped up. Foul territory. Fournier might have room. He's over. The bullpen scatters. He makes the catch. Good job by the massive Ravens players and coaches hanging out in the bullpen. They abandon ship, bail out of there, and Fournier is able to make the play. 2 outs for Queens. Benjamin Snyder now steps in. 1 for 3 in this game. High fastball for ball 1. That pitch is low for a ball. Now 2-0. Another high pitch. 3-0 on Snyder, trying to become a 2-out base runner for the Gaels. Will Gray up and moving around in the Carleton pen. There's a strike. So 3-1 on Snyder. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So after falling behind 3-0, Mike Milross battles his way back. On a full count. Trying to end this inning. Payoff pitch. That's well above the zone. Ball 4. So a 2-out base runner for Queens. He's Owen Sartor to the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk on his line. And is this the change? Coach is coming out for a chat with Mike Milross. We'll see if this is the call for Will Gray out of the pen. And it looks like it is. All right, manager takes the ball. Out goes Mike Milross. That runner at first belongs to him. And Will Gray is coming in. Gonna let the new guy get warmed up. Until then, gonna take a little break. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being with us. Be back with the remainder of this inning in just a little bit. Welcome back, Gaels Ravens. Will Gray now on the mound, trying to close out this inning. He throws a first pitch breaking ball for a strike. Gray has a 6.75 ERA on the year. He's pitched 4 innings, given up 3 earned runs, walked 1 and struck out 4. Runner going. Ball is bounced in, no throw. So, still on second base for Benjamin Snyder. Owen Sartor has 1 ball and 1 strike on him. See if he can cash that runner newly in scoring position. Pitch from Gray. That one is popped up into right field. Ranging back is Carter Smith in foul ground. He's got it, an over the shoulder catch. Nice play from him. So that ends the threat. And the joint Mike Milross-Will Gray effort gets the Ravens through the top of the 6th. Home half coming up in just a second. My name is Alex Scott. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to OUA East Regionals. Second game of the day for the Ravens. First for the Gaels. The Ravens are not having much luck so far against Queens. Gaels have the lead 6-0, and the Ravens haven't found much of anything against the starter Brett James, coming out now for his 6th inning of work. So far he has faced the minimum. Only base runner allowed. It's a hit by pitch, the very first batter. That was erased very quickly by a double play. It's Jordan Cruz at the plate for the Ravens. He just took a breaking ball for strike one. That one is well above the zone. 1-1 on Cruz. Here's the pitch. Low, below the zone, ball 2. Cruz struck out his first time up, only his second at-bat of this game. Swings and fouls that one back up over the screen. He's a little frustrated with himself. Maybe that was the pitch to hit. You don't get many against Brett James. Today's outing is any indication. Pitch. Got him. Strike 3 looking. Just a dominant fastball today from James. He has got a lot of guys looking at that pitch. Sixth strikeout for him. Now Quentin McRae stands in. He struck out his first time up, playing catcher in this game. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball. The 1-0. Up and in for a ball. And that is grounded right back to the pitcher. Nice play by James. He snags that one on his own. Makes the play over to first. They're out there. So the 9-hitter, Dylan Murpaugh, comes up. His second time facing James. He flew out to left field his first time up. There's a strike. Breaking ball in at the knees. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Quickly ahead 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, he got him. Another 1-2-3 inning. He has still faced the minimum. Brett James is dominating the Ravens in this game. Queens Bats coming up next, top of the 7th. My name is Alex Scott. Be back in just a second. Top of the 7th, just getting underway here at the Ottawa Ballpark. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being here. Will Gray, who came in relief last inning, he's still out for the Ravens. He's going to face Jack Angel. First pitch breaking ball in there for a strike. Score right now is 6-0 Gaels. So that one is sent high out behind second. There to make the play is Dylan Murpaugh. So Jack Angel quickly retired. Brings Patrick O'Sullivan up. O'Sullivan in this game, he was trying to fielder's choice. Struck out and hit a single. Stands in with 1 out, nobody on. Off the plate, just a little bit outside from the left-handed hitter O'Sullivan. It's low and away, ball 2. Final line on Mike Milross. He pitched 2 innings. 2 hits, 1 earned run. Struck out 2, walked 1. Ball 3 taken outside. See if O'Sullivan has the green light here. Taken all the way, that's a strike. Bottom of the zone, inside. Now the 3-1. Swings and fouls that one back. It'll be a full count now on the first baseman, O'Sullivan. The pitch. Hit hard out to left field, running over his Bolt. He's got it, he makes the catch. 2 away. Nice pitching here from Will Gray. Now he'll face the catcher, Brett Hardy. Part of the Brett and Brett battery. Another left-handed hitter, the 3rd so far of the inning. Takes a breaking ball off the plate for a ball. Now the pitch. Up above the zone, ball 2. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. Ravens trail by 6. Yet to scratch across their first runner. Breaking ball misses just low. So 3-0 on Brett Hardy. Last time he was down 3-0, Will Gray was able to battle back. See what he can do here. Nope, that's above the zone, ball 4. So, 2-out base runner. Now Colby Wilhelm. 2 singles and 2 RBIs for him. Nothing and nothing. Strike. Outside third. Nice pitch from Gray. Now here is the 0-1. That one's taken low for a ball. One and one now. That's also low. So 2-1 on Colby Wilhelm. After this game, the Ravens are done, but Queens is going to have one more. They got to take on the GGs later today. Swung and fouled back up over the screen. If Queens closes out this game, a win against the GGs would secure them the 1 seed and a spot in tomorrow's final. And It would line the Ravens up for another O-Train series game against their crosstown rivals. Runner going. Swung on and hit out into center field, through for a base hit. Since the runner was going, he's going to advance all the way to third. Colby Wilhelm, a 3-hit afternoon for him. And Sean Skorupski comes up. His 5th plate appearance of the game. Bases have been busy for the Gaels. Will Gray only 1 out away from getting out of this. Runners at the corners. 2 away, top 7. Up and away, ball 1. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Playing the full 9 here in the OUA regionals. We've had some 7-inning games earlier in the season, but today we're going all 9. That pitch is called a strike at the bottom of the zone. Caught a little bit of the black right at the knees. Will Gray is 1 strike away from ending the inning. The right-hander delivers. That one is slashed foul. Third base side. Going to take a quick little timeout as that one ended up back in fair ground after bouncing off the fence. Someone from the bullpen goes over and grabs it. And we go again. Hit hard out to left field. That gets down for a base hit. Run comes in to score. And this 2-out rally for the Gaels. It's produced a run for them. Now they have runners at first and second. Clark Needles to the plate. 1 for 3 with a single. Also has a sac fly. Up and away, ball 1. 7-0 Gaels after that most recent run came across. That one is hit out into center field. Ranging over is the right fielder, Delfatti. He's going to make the play in front of Andrew Sahadeo. So the inning is over. Queens get 1. They increase their lead to 7. Ravens bats. They got to find something quickly here. They're going to be coming up in the bottom of the 7th in just a second. Welcome back to the bottom of the 7th. Carleton Ravens there at home. They trail 7-0. They have had a lot of trouble getting on top of any of the pitches from Brett James. Queen's starter, who is coming out for his 7th inning. He's faced the minimum so far. That pitch is way, just like the one from a couple innings ago that ended up well over the head of the umpire. That's ball 1 on Sahadeo. Sahadeo, the only Raven to reach base. Takes a fastball low and away for ball 2. He was hit by a pitch, the very first plate appearance of the game. Since that, none of the Ravens have managed to find their way aboard. Fastball is low, 3-0. A leadoff walk here would be so huge if Sahadeo could get aboard and get a rally going. Takes a fastball for a strike. The pitch, low and inside, ball 4. So Sahadeo reaches base for the 2nd time. And wouldn't a 7th inning rally be welcome here for the Ravens, who trail by 7? Nobody out as Eric Blamauer comes in. Struck out and grounded out so far. First pitch. That one is chopped softly over to second. This could be 2. No, booted over at second. He's going to no play. So an error there by Owen Sartor at second. Maybe wouldn't have been 2, but certainly could have been 1. Should have been 1. But now there are 2 Ravens aboard. Carter Smith comes to the dish. Strike called, bottom of the zone. This is the most traffic the Ravens have had on the base paths all afternoon. The pitch, and that one is popped up over the screen, back out of play. Lands on top of the dugout. (0-2) on Carter Smith, who hit into a double play his first time up and has flown out. The pitch, that one is grounded over to second, and that eats up Owen Sartor. And everybody's safe. Not able to make a play, and I believe, based on my assessment of the scoring, that should be the first hit of the game for the Ravens. Infield single to Owen Sartor, and that ends the no-hit bid for Brett James, who has been spectacular in this game, but now finds himself, I mean, as good as his line looks, 6 innings of 1-hit ball, 7 strikeouts. Bases loaded and nobody out here for the Ravens. And the second hit of the ball game would be enough to do some damage. The Ravens try and do something about this 7-0 deficit that they face. It's Thomas Fournier. Fouls the first pitch he sees, back out of play. Oh, 0-1 on him. So a walk, an error, and a single have Ravens at all 3 bases. Fournier going to try and bring him home. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, 0-2 on Fournier. Well above the zone for a ball. The 1-2. Got him. Strike 3 on a pitch on the outside third. So Fournier goes down on strikes for the second time this game. And Braden Bolt will come to the plate. First pitch to Bolt. Strike called at the top of the zone. But the throw back to the pitcher gets away, and the runner's going to come home to score. Cheeky base running there from Sahadeo. Brett Hardy's throw back to the pitcher gets away and heads towards second, and Sahadeo takes off. So with that, the Ravens have their first run of the game. Sometimes you take a run any way you can get it, even on a wild toss back to the pitcher. 7-1 Gaels. The lead shrinks by 1. Now the pitch to Bolt. Fouls that one back out of play. And we'll go again here to Bolt. He sends that one hard into right field, down for a base hit. Runner's going to be held at third. Another hit for the Ravens. Bases loaded. Once again, still nobody out. And now all of a sudden, some of the Gaels are going to start getting warmed up in the pen. After Brett James had been cruising through the first 6 innings, he now finds himself in a spot of trouble here. Delfatti swings and sends the first one out to center field, not that deep. Skorupski is under it. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is the runner Blamauer. He'll come in to score. And now it's 7-2. So a sac fly from Eric Delfatti. There are 2 away. None of the other runners were able to advance. Wasn't quite that deep, so they stand at first and second. And Jordan Cruz comes in. First pitch to him. Up above the zone for a ball. This inning has had the signs of life the Ravens have been looking for. Finally get through and get something on Brett James. That one's fouled back behind the first base dugout. One on Cruz. And he slashes that one into right field for a base hit. Runner's getting the wave. Gonna try and score. Throw home. It's in time. He's safe. Carter Smith slides in safely. On a risky send home there. The foot first slide beats the tag from Brett Hardy. Now the Ravens have runners at the corners. And what looked like a dominant, crushing pitching performance from Brett James all of a sudden. Looking at the line. Pitch, and that one's fouled back up out of play. I suppose, to be fair, Blamauer did reach on an error, so not all these runs charged to him, but still, Ravens have done a good job hitting a guy who had looked unhittable all afternoon long. Low for a ball by Quentin McRae. 1-1 on him. Another runner stands at third. It's 7-3 for the Gaels. Tying run on deck if you want to be optimistic. But more immediately, the runner on third, you'd love to get him home. Time called by the home plate umpire, Paul Giles. One. That one is sent out to left field. Under it is Angel. He makes the catch. So that ends the inning. And the Ravens are finally able to get themselves on the board, put up a crooked number. 3 runs for them here in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 8th coming up. Queens will bat next. They have the lead, 7-3. Be right back. My name is Alex Scott. Welcome back. OUA East Regionals. Visiting Gaels. They have the lead 7-3 over the home Carleton Ravens. New pitcher coming in for the Ravens. It's Nick Bertrand. For Bertrand, he's pitched to a 6 ERA on the season, giving up 2 earned runs in 3 innings of work. Walked 3, struck out 2. We'll face Jonah Brotman, who's 1 for 4. Leading things off in the top of the 8th. Breaking ball at the knees for a strike. Love a clean inning here for the Ravens. Get the bats up and working again after they finally did some damage in the bottom of the 7th. That's where they scored all 3 of their 3 runs. Gaels have been piling up runs throughout the game. They have 7 now on 11 hits. Two strikes now on Brotman. Fouls another one back. Fighting to stay alive. Trying to get himself aboard to lead off the inning for the Gaels. O2 delivery. Just a little bit off the plate for a ball. That one is slashed foul. First base side over towards the bullpen. And another 1-2. Low in the dirt. Ball 2 on Brotman. Count is now even. Good job fighting off some pitches, fouling them off. And he'll foul off another one. Back towards his own dugout, first base side. Another 2-2. That one's taken away, ball 3. Impressive at-bat for Jonah Brotman. Down 0-2, he fights his way all the way back. Now he'll face the payoff pitch from Nick Bertrand. Ball 4, up and away. Leadoff man is aboard here in the top of the 8th. Gaels trying to add on to their 7-3 lead. Benjamin Snyder now at bat. Designated hitter. He's 1 for 3 with a walk today. Now with a runner on first. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Well-placed pitch from Bertrand. At the knees on the outer part of the plate. He gets ahead 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase a low breaking ball. And again out ahead 0-2. Bertrand looking for the put-away pitch. He deals. Inside for a ball. Runner going. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. No throw to second. Two and 2 now on Benjamin Snyder. Here's the pitch. Up and away, ball 3. This is looking remarkably similar to Jonah Brotman's at-bat. 2 early strikes. But the hitter battles back into a full count. Here's the pitch, and that one is sent hard out to left field. Running back is Braden Bolt. He's under it. He makes the catch. Runner going to retreat back to second. Nice play from Bolt. Owen Sartor is 1 for 3 on the day. Walk, a single, and a strikeout. He bats with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. He stands at second. It's Jonah Brotman who walked and stole second. That pitch hit him. Inside, Sartor wears the first pitch. He's going to trot his way down to first. Double play back in order here. But the manager's going to come out for a chat. And it looks like we're going to have a change. So, end of the day for Nick Bertrand. Runners at first and second are his responsibility. And it's going to be Will Zerl coming in relief. So, as the new guy gets warmed up, I'm going to step away for a little bit. My name is Alex Scott. I will be back with the rest of this top of the 8th in just a second. Back here with one away in the top of the 8th. Will Zerl at the plate. He inherits 2 runners from Nick Bertrand. The right-hander will come in to face Jack Angel. Angel sends the first pitch out to left field. Bolt is over. He's under it. He makes the catch. Another play for him out and left. And another out. So, quick first out for Zerl. One more out needed to get out of this and get the Ravens back up at bat. Patrick O'Sullivan, the left-handed hitting catcher. 1 for 4 so far. First pitch away for a ball. Zerl has pitched 7 1/3 innings on the year. Pitched to a 2.45 ERA. He's been quite good. 7 walks, 6 strikeouts. There's a strike right at the knees. One and one on O'Sullivan. Runner going, both runners going, and that one is sent hard out to right field, running over Sadeo. That's going to drop. That's going to score a couple. A 2 RBI double. He's going to hit the corner, though, and try for 3. A stand-up triple for Patrick O'Sullivan. He yanked that ball into the gap in right center. Turned on the Jets. Comes all the way around a third. Couple RBIs for him. Now Zerl will have to face Brett Hardy, the runner on third, and that one is laced out to left field. Back is Bolt. He's under it. He makes the catch. So 2 runs come across. And the Gaels now have the lead 9-3. Ravens batting in their half of the 8th. Coming up in just a second. My name is Alex Scott. Don't go anywhere. Colby Schroeder's coming in to pitch hit. Dylan Murpaugh exits the game, and it'll be Schroeder coming in, playing second base. And the 9-hitter will lead off this inning. Brett James back out again. Been pitching very well so far. Now he'll have to face a brand new hitter, Colby Schroeder. Strike taken at the knees. Here in the bottom of the 8th, the Gaels have the lead 9-3. Pitch is in for a ball, 1-1. Queens just tallied another 2. And a 2 RBI triple. Schroeder sends that one out to right field for a base hit. That drops in front of Clark Needles. And the pinch hitter does just what the doctor ordered. Down by 6, a base runner aboard. Andrew Sahadeo comes to the plate. He walked his last time up. First pitch to the center fielder. That one is hit hard into left field. Base hit. Something changed the last half inning. Suddenly the Ravens are... Oh, and another throw gets away as it comes back in. Both runners are going to advance. This is bizarre. Fielded by Jack Angel out in left, and then thrown back into Colby Wilhelm. And then as he throws it back to the pitcher, Brett James, it gets away from him. And a pitcher, or rather a ball getting by the pitcher, was how the Ravens scored their first run of the game. And this is huge because this takes the double play out of order, puts runners at second and third for Eric Blamauer, who may well be the best hitter in this Ravens lineup. This is huge. And while a 6-run lead is a big one, it's certainly not insurmountable, especially if you can feasibly cross 2 of those off right away with a timely base hit from Eric Blamauer. Now he'll stand in. The pitch bounced low in the dirt. Brett James was unhittable for 6 innings. And I don't know if it's fatigue, if it's the fact that now the guys have seen all his pitches, but something has clicked for these Ravens hitters. Ground ball to short. Going to go to third and try to put the tag on. All right, he's out. Is Sahadeo at third. Sort of a funky play. Run comes across to score, however. Sahadeo tried to cut right in front of Colby Wilhelm and make his way to third, but Wilhelm makes the heads-up chuck over to third. Jonah Brotman applies the tag. Carter Smith now in. Rips and misses at the first one. Looked like he wanted to do some damage to that pitch. (9-4) now for the Gaels. The 0-1 on Smith. Check swing. Did not go around. That's a ball. 1-1 on him if he can reach. It's Thomas Fournier coming up, though there is only 1 out, so Fournier should be on here. The pitch. Called a strike. Top of the zone inside, 1-2. Carter Smith. He hit a single his last time up. That put him at 1 for 3 on the day. He'd love another base hit here. The pitch. Got him looking. Strike 3. Another strikeout looking for the Ravens. Brett James has been placing that fastball exactly where he wants to all day long. Nine strikeouts for him. So that is popped up by Thomas Fournier. And a leaping grab by Brett Hardy. An athletic catch from him. Looks like he misjudged the ball, but was able to sort of do a jumping, leaping something or other to grab that ball. So the Ravens get 1 run across, but they still trail by 5. Be back with the top of the 9th in just a second. Thanks so much for being with us today. The OUA East Regionals. One more game today. I will not be calling it, but that will be the Queens Gaels against the Ottawa GGs. And that will decide the final seeding for tomorrow's 2 games, where the 2 and 3 seeds will fight to see who gets to reach the final and play the 1 seed. Back with the top of the 9th in just a second. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks for being with us. Welcome back. Sorry, I think I had the wrong slate up there. That's my bad. Sorry about that. In any case, it is still Gaels and Ravens. My name is still Alex Scott, and the Gaels are still winning. 9-4 is the score. New pitcher Jackson Hurst coming in. Top of the 9th. Ravens hoping to get through this one unscathed so they can try launching a 5-run 9th inning comeback. Colby Wilhelm is going to be leading things off here for the Gaels. He swings at the first pitch and rips it into center field, down for a base hit. Quick base runner there. Sean Skorupski comes up now. One for 3 with a single. This was a walk, and he was able to lay down a sacrifice bunt. First pitch, above the zone for a ball. And the pitch. There's a strike from Hurst. Late afternoon here in Ottawa. It's a beautiful day, and now the sun's starting to set. The shadows are getting a little bit tricky. They're halfway between home and the pitcher's mound. Swing and a miss there. And that can be tricky for the hitter, tracking the ball as it goes from sun to shade. Count is now 1-2 on Sean Skorupski. Here is the 1-2. The runner's going. Quentin McRae. It's a strikeout, and the tag is applied, but not able to make the throw to second as that ball popped in and out of his glove. Nice job by Hurst getting the K. Clark Needles now. Needles is 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Also has a sac fly. Pitch. Just below the zone for a ball. Runner at second. 1 away. Another pitch. There's a strike called at the knees. 1-1 on the right fielder, Needles. If the results of this game hold, then Ottawa will fall to 1-1 in the round robin as that pitch is taken up and away for a ball. Queens will be 1-0. And if the presumed, shall I say, outcome of the Queens U-Ottawa game later today is to arise, that would make Carleton play U-Ottawa in the morning tomorrow at 11. So that one is grounded hard and fair inside the bag at third. Coming in to score as a runner, and Needles is going to make the turn and head to second. Never mind. Thinks better of it and heads back in. Nice play by Bolt out and left, getting the throw back in quickly. RBI single inside the bag. And that will add a second digit for the Gaels. As I was saying, if this result holds, we think Queens has a good chance against U-Ottawa. That would make for a U-Ottawa versus Carleton matchup tomorrow at 11, with the winner facing Queens in the final. Runner going. Ooh, it hit him. Jonah Brotman gets hit by the pitch. And so as Clark Needles took off for second, he ended up not needing to hustle. That ball hit the back of Jonah Brotman. That brings Benjamin Snyder up. 2 aboard, first and second. 1 out. Benjamin Snyder is 1 for 4 with a walk in this game. Hit and clean up, and he's the designated hitter. Takes that one down the middle for a strike. The pitch. There's a strike on a breaking ball. Ahead 0-2 is Hurst. I believe I forgot to give the final lines on. Final line on Will Zerl was 2/3 of an inning pitched. 1 hit, no earned runs. And on Will Gray, throw is down to third. Oh, they got their runner in a rundown here. Fournier over to Blamauer. Over, and the tag is applied. All right, nicely done there. All right, that was a curious play. So there's the second out of the inning. And pardon me, Will Gray was 1 1/3 innings pitched. 2 hits, 1 earned run, walked 1. It's 1-2 right now. And the hitter, Benjamin Snyder. The attempted double steal does not work off. So runners from first and second. Now there is a runner only at second. 2 away here. Bounced in. That'll even the count at 2-2. 2-2. Oh, did that hit him, or was it was well inside behind him? Did not hit him, it doesn't look like, but still a wild pitch that goes all the way to the backstop. If it hit him, it would have been a dead ball. Runner would have been sent back, but it looks like it missed him. Runner advances to third. And now the count will be full. Payoff pitch. That's bounced in for a walk. So Snyder walks and Sartor will come up now. He got hit by a pitch his last time up. Taking the lead off first is Snyder. See if he wants to go here. He is not. A swing and a miss from Sartor. Oh and 1 on the Gaels' second baseman. It's another pitch from Hurst. Runner going. McRae throws down to second. Not in time. That throw bounced off the runner. Harmlessly back to Eric Blamauer. I believe that was called a ball inside on the pitch. That'll make things 1 and 1. Hurst looks in, gets the sign. Nice breaking ball there for a strike. 1 strike away from putting an end to the inning. The runners stand at second and third. 2 out. Queens 10, Carleton 4. Only 1/2 inning coming up after this, unless the Ravens can find a way to tie it. Here's the pitch. That one is hit high into right field. Ranging over is Eric Delfatti. Cuts in front of Sahadeo. He makes the catch and the inning is over. So it's rally cap time. If you're a Ravens fan, they're going to need to score 6 in order to keep themselves alive in this game. That will be coming up in the bottom of the 9th in just a second. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks very much for joining us. Be back with that bottom half in just a second. Welcome back. This game is about to come to a close, barring a miracle here for the Ravens. Braden Bolt will come to the plate. His Carleton Ravens trail by 6. Score is 10-4. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks very much for being here. Finally, a new pitcher in for Queens. It's going to be Jacob Finlayson coming in. The right-hander in to face Bolt. As Bolt sends that one into center field, and a bad read by the center fielder. It's over his head. rounding his bolt. He's going to try and hit the corner and turn for three. Throw back in. It's not going to be in time. Sean Skorupski started running in for that ball that ended up landing about 10 feet behind him. So, not a bad start to the inning for the Ravens. Stand-up triple for Braden Bolt. Eric Delfatti comes up next. Final line on Brett James, 8 innings pitched. Delfatti takes that one low for ball 1. 8 innings pitched. Gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, only 1 of them earned. Struck out 9 and walked 1. 8 good innings from him. Delfatti swings and pops that one up over the screen, back and out of play. One and one on Delfatti. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 2. For Finlayson, he's pitched 4 innings coming into this appearance, given up 7 earned runs. Walked 5, struck out 2. ERA close to 16. Delfatti chops that one to second. Play is made there by Sartor. Throw on to first. So a run scores. RBI ground out. Score is now 10-5 for the Gaels. Ravens get one in. Now Jordan Cruz will come up with nobody on and 1 out. Righty on righty matchup here. Pitch. There's a strike. Well placed at the bottom of the zone. That's bounced in for ball 1. Time called by the home plate umpire, Paul Giles. Everybody take a little breather. See what Jordan Cruz can do. Finlayson bounces in another one. Two and one now on Jordan Cruz. Swings and misses. Count even, 2 and 2. Another base runner sorely needed for the Ravens. The pitch. That one is knocked into center field. A base hit, and this has a chance to roll into the alley. Cruz is running hard. He rounds first. Heading towards second. The throw back in. It's cut off. Double for Jordan Cruz on a ball that was almost caught by Owen Sartor and had such juice on it that even after, like, it just kept bouncing into the alley in right center. Pinch runner for Cruz is Matt Albert. So Albert will stand at second. Quentin McRae will come in. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Finlayson looks in. Here's the pitch, and that's chopped out in front of the plate. Finlayson's going to field this himself. Running hard. Just got him by a step. McRae grounds out. Matt Albert advances. And now it's Colby Schroeder up again. Unless it's time for a new pitcher. Looks like this is just going to be a chat. Certainly not a perilous situation for Queens. They still have the lead 10-5. They're only 1 out away from ending this game. Colby Schroeder, who came in as a pinch hitter. He is 1 for 1. Now he steps in, has a chance to maybe cash in that runner, Matt Albert, at third. Makes a first pitch strike right down the middle. He swings and chops that one foul. Third base side towards the Ravens dugout. Here's the pitch, and that one is sent out to right center. This could get down, could be trouble. Running over and making the catch is Clark Needles. And that'll do it. So, Queens puts together a very nice ball game for themselves, thanks in no small part to a wonderful eight-inning start from Brett James, which he allowed 4 runs, but only 1 earned. He's able to fan 9. Fastball was working for him. So, Ravens are done for the day. They will sit tight and wait for the result of the third game. That'll be between the Gaels and the GGs, whom the Ravens beat earlier today. And if Queens win, they will play the GGs tomorrow. Or, pardon me, the Ravens will play the GGs tomorrow. And if the GGs win, we'll do some run differential math to figure out who the one seed is, which is always a fun way to settle things. In any case, wherever the Ravens are playing tomorrow, I will be there. My name is Alex Scott. Thanks very much for joining me today on the broadcast. Had a lot of fun bringing you these 2 games, and hope I get to bring you some more tomorrow. No, I'll have at least 1 for you. Hopefully, can get you 2. Thanks again for listening. Be back tomorrow. Hope to see you there.